Friends. The story begins with a moment so breathtaking that Kyros is left speechless. There she stands, Marie, polished and radiant, as if reborn before his eyes. Her melancholy gaze sparkles like distant stars. So beautiful, but this quiet admiration is shattered by Mio's voice. Lady Marie has refused your proposal, master. Kyros tries to run from reality, pleading that he can't do this. Mio reminds him, don't thrust reality at me. You're always so cruel. And here, we learn the truth. That night was Marie's birthday, yet she sat alone in the darkness. Who would have guessed she was the star of the party? And just then, the story takes us back. Kyros's father, Duke Alfred Granado, had two wives, Lady Laura, from a noble family equal to the Duke's, his official wife, and Liu Liu, an Ipsandrian travelling performer he took as his concubine, Kyros's mother. As a child, Kyros was constantly reminded of his place by Laura. But Liu Liu showed him kindness, baking sweets and teaching him that when you make desserts, you don't have to think about unpleasant things. She promised to make chocolate cookies in next time. A small warmth in a cold world. Meanwhile, we see the present. Kyros has earned the title of Count through his own efforts, yet he avoids high society gatherings and marriage talks. His friend Louifon approaches him with an invitation from a rural baron, Baron Shadowran. Rumour has it the baron's family is in financial trouble, and this birthday party is just a pretext to market his daughter. Louifon mentions the daughters, elder Anastasia and younger Marie. Kyros isn't interested, but deep down he wonders, what if a daughter from an impoverished baron is just right? A marriage of convenience, someone easy to manage. Love is something he never needs to feel, at least that's what he thought. And then comes that moment that no one expected. Kyros attends the party. In the garden, he meets a young woman. They talk about sweets, about Ipsandrian stories. She slips through his fingers before he can learn her name. But her smile, her words, they linger. He becomes certain, this is the one. He sends a proposal letter addressed to Anastasia. He prepares everything, dresses, jewels, servants, even a body pillow for sleepless nights. But then, tragedy strikes. The carriage falls, and amid his heartbreak, the woman who arrives bears the name Marie Shadowran. Here, the atmosphere completely changes. Kyros turns away. He says, send Marie Shadowran away. Mio calls him a fool. She points out that Marie must believe he hates her. And just then, Kyros realizes he must clear up this misunderstanding. He goes to Marie's room. He apologizes for his earlier rudeness. He explains he doesn't hate her. He thought she came of her own free will. He truly wants to welcome her as his wife. Marie is stunned. She says her refusal was only from shock. She has no intention of refusing him. But then she reveals what she believes, that Kyros fell for her beautiful sister Anastasia at that party. And now, due to the accident, she, the useless younger sister, has come in her place. She knows her place. He can treat her however serves him best. But here's the twist. Kyros interrupts her. Yes, he went to the party thinking of a political marriage. But that night, his feelings changed. The letter was no facade. He meant every word. Marie says she knows. His feelings for Anastasia were clear. Kyros insists, no, she has it wrong. This doesn't make sense. Just then, dinner is announced. Mio suggests they continue their discussion while eating. Kyros's stomach growls. Marie enjoys the meal, saying it's incomparably better than what she's used to. And this is the moment when Kyros speaks plainly. This will be no marriage of convenience. The proposal letter sent to Anastasia, he simply confused her name with Marie's, the lady he met in the garden that night. The one he wants to marry is her, Marie. Marie says she's honoured, but she doesn't believe him. She thinks he's just being kind, careful of her feelings. She knows nobility marries for duty. She expects he'll take concubines someday. She might end up in tattered clothes again, but she doesn't mind. Life will be much the same. And then suddenly, Kyros says it. I love you, Marie. Marie freezes. Love? Who is in love with whom? This makes the least sense of all. But, whatever the case, they agree on the betrothal. The engagement ceremony will be in 3 months. Kyros will arrange everything. Marie asked to go back home just once. Her father didn't think the betrothal would happen. She was sent to serve, as his comfort for one night, then be kicked out and returned. Kyros is shocked. Marie says she must receive instructions, but Mio delivers the master's orders. Marie is forbidden to return to her parents' house. If the Shadowrans visit, she must have the master's permission to meet them. Here, the story takes a new turn. Mio asks Marie a gentle question. Why does she believe she's ugly? Marie explains. Her parents always showed her a reflection of lint-covered hair, freckles, tattered clothes. Mio responds softly, of those things you mentioned, the only thing here is the mirror. Look into it as much as you like. Marie hesitates. The real her isn't this stranger in the glass. But she looks, and what she sees, a fluffy, warm room, a fairy tale world, white-walled palace, glittering clothes, wonderful attendants, and a count with beautiful green eyes. It feels like a dream. She's certain that when she wakes, the spell will break and she'll be back in her rags. And with this, Kyros' words echo in her mind. I love you, Marie. Marie feels embarrassed. Having a dream like this is just... But if it is a dream, she doesn't want to wake up yet. After all, if this is a dream, then it's all right for her to feel happy. The next morning, Marie wakes. She thinks she must light the stove, wake the family, and wait. Oh, she's still dreaming, isn't she? Then it wouldn't hurt to enjoy this a little more. A maid enters. Marie startles, then bows deeply out of habit. The maid is confused. Why bow to her? Marie explains she had to bow even lower. The maid tells her to be at ease. Marie asks who the other ladies are. They introduce themselves, Hannah and Ilza. From now on, they will look after her daily needs as the master's fiancé. The other side, we see Kyros still troubled. Oh, Marie, why won't you believe my feelings? True, it's his fault for mixing up the names, but if there's anything she lacks, he'll give it to her. So please, open your heart to him, just a little. And this is where everything changes. And the next episode promises a life seen in a dream and a dream-like life. So friends, that was today's story. To be the first to get the next story, subscribe to our channel right now.